I'm Allie Knight, your LPGA and PGA certified instructor, and this is Pitching 101. First, let's talk about what pitching is. Pitching is a much higher shot compared to chipping, which was the lower shot. With the higher shot, it might be where you've got a downhill shot and you've got to get the ball to land high and soft on the green. We don't want it to roll out as much as like the chip. Or you've got to hit it over a bunker to get it to land on the green nice and soft. So a pitch is high, a chip is low. Just kind of try to keep that in mind. Those are the two different types of shots. When deciding what club to use, you want to use something when we're pitching that has more loft. So it's going to have more of an angle here. It's going to be something like a sand wedge, or if it's by degree, something that's 56 degrees or 58 degrees. More loft is more height and less distance. So with that pitch, we want the higher lofted shot to get that ball in the air and land softly on the green. When we are pitching, our stance is very similar to chipping, but there's a few things that are different. Your feet might be a little bit wider than what we did when chipping. We still want that ball in the middle, so that's very similar to chipping. We still want our weight on our left side, the majority of it, just like chipping. But we also, in chipping, our hands were very in front. Now we want our hands more neutral, more straight with the shaft of the club versus leaning it with the shaft of the club. So weight forward, ball in the middle, shaft of the club neutral when we're getting set up. Our pitching swing is definitely different than the chipping swing. When we're pitching, we can now have some wrist hinge. So when we get our setup and we go back, you're almost going to make something like an L position. That arm and club make that L, and you go through and make the other L. You still just have to make sure when we're making our L's that we sweep the ground and hit the ball first, then ground to get solid contact. But when you get set up, it's L to L on our swing when you're pitching. A great drill for our pitching is putting a landing spot out there on the green. You can use a basket or a towel. Usually our landing spot is around 2 steps onto the green. Not always, but that's a good rule of thumb. So then you can practice your swing and try to hit that landing spot in the air. That's where that ball is going, in the air and hitting that spot. You can practice that, and if you do that, it's going to help with your distance control and your accuracy when you are pitching.